There's a truth that most men over 60 never hear. And yet, it could be the difference between coasting through your days or truly living them. I want you to pay close attention because if you've noticed your energy sagging before lunch, if your drive feels like it's drifted out of reach, and if your performance in your work, hobbies, or even intimacy isn't what it used to be, the reason might surprise you. It's not just getting older, and it's not inevitable. The cause might be something as simple as the vegetables you're not eating. I'm Dr. Mavis Thornton. For over 30 years, I've worked with men just like you, helping them rebuild their confidence, reclaim their stamina, and find their strength again naturally. No pills, no gimmicks, and certainly no awkward quick fixes. And I've learned this. There are 3 humble, everyday vegetables that can completely transform how you feel. They can nudge your hormones back toward balance, get your blood flowing like it used to, and give you the steady energy to carry you through the day. One of them is so effective at improving blood flow that some doctors call it nature's Viagra. Another quietly boosts testosterone in the background without you even realizing it's happening. And the third? It fuels you steadily without those frustrating energy crashes. But here's the catch. You need to use them together at the right times of day. Do that, and in as little as a week, you could start feeling like a more vibrant, capable version of yourself. Before we get into it, take a second to subscribe to Elderly Active Life and click the bell. I upload videos daily, specifically for seniors over 60 who want to feel strong, energized, and independent. And if this message resonates, type 1 in the comments. If it doesn't, type 0 so I can keep improving these videos for you. Let's start where it all begins, with circulation. Because without good blood flow, energy, confidence, and performance all suffer. Vegetable number 1, the circulation booster. Several years ago, I met a man named Raymond. He was 65, a retired welder with arms like steel cables and a slow, deliberate way of speaking. When he came into my office, I thought he might want to talk about aches or old injuries. But instead, he leaned in and said quietly, "Doc, I just don't feel like a man anymore. Something's gone out." I wish I could tell you that was unusual. It's not. I hear it from men in their 60s and 70s almost every week. They expect me to write a prescription or send them for a testosterone shot. But more often than not, the real issue is circulation. Here's the thing. Without strong blood flow, your muscles starve for oxygen. Your brain slows down. And yes, your intimate performance takes a hit. You start to feel like a smaller, weaker version of the man you remember. The answer in Raymond's case wasn't a pill. It was a vegetable most men have walked past 1,000 times in the produce aisle: beets. Beets are one of the richest natural sources of nitrates. Your body turns those nitrates into nitric oxide, a compound that relaxes and widens your blood vessels, so your circulation improves from head to toe. When that happens, your heart works less hard, your stamina comes back, and let's just say, other parts of life feel better, too. I told Raymond to start small. A half cup of cooked beets with lunch, or a small glass of beetroot juice in the morning. No drastic changes. No medications. When he came back 2 weeks later, he was smiling before he even sat down. "My wife says to thank you," he said. "I didn't think vegetables could do that." And it's not just Raymond. Studies show beets can lower blood pressure, improve endurance, and make physical activity feel easier, especially for men over 60. You can roast them, boil them, or blend them into smoothies. Add lemon and a pinch of salt, and they're not just healthy, they're enjoyable. Better circulation doesn't just give you more energy, it changes how you live your day. You walk without thinking about your knees. You tackle projects instead of putting them off. You feel more present and connected with the people you love. And it all starts with one humble vegetable. Vegetable number 2, the hormone helper. Now, blood flow might be the foundation, but your hormones, especially testosterone, are the fire that keeps you moving forward. And after 60, that fire can fade quietly without you noticing until one day you realize you've lost your drive. I think of Patrick, 68, a retired police officer. He had a quick wit and a mind like a steel trap. But when he came in for his appointment, his voice was softer than usual. "Doc, I'm not sad," he said, "but I wake up tired. I don't want to do much of anything. The fire's gone, even though I'm still here. Testosterone plays a huge role in mood, motivation, and vitality. I'm not talking about the extreme levels bodybuilders chase. I mean your natural baseline. The trouble is, levels drop gradually after 60, and you start to feel like a faded version of yourself. But here's the good news. You can support your testosterone naturally. One of the simplest ways: spinach. This leafy green is packed with magnesium, which frees up bound testosterone so your body can use it. It also contains folate for blood and nerve health, plant nitrates for circulation, and compounds that support prostate function, a key piece of male health that's often overlooked. I told Patrick to have 1 cup of cooked spinach a day, in an omelet, sautéed with garlic, or blended into a smoothie. 3 weeks later, he walked into my office with his shoulders back. I've been walking more, sleeping better, even flirting with my wife again, he said, grinning. She's not sure what's gotten into me. When you give your hormones the right building blocks, your body remembers how to be strong. It's not magic, it's giving your body back what it's been missing. Vegetable number 3, the endurance engine. Finally, let's talk about steady, lasting energy. I think of Alan, 71, a retired firefighter. "Doc," he said, "I'm not lazy, but by 2 o'clock every day I'm done. I can't seem to get my energy back." That's a common story, and it's often not just age. After 60, your body's ability to regulate blood sugar changes. Even small swings can cause brain fog, mood dips, and sudden crashes that make it hard to finish the day strong. The solution for Alan was surprisingly simple: sweet potatoes. These aren't the enemy. They're one of the best sources of clean, long-lasting fuel you can put on your plate. They have a low glycemic index, meaning they release energy slowly. They're also rich in potassium, even more than a banana, which supports your heart, muscles, and fluid balance. Add fiber, antioxidants, and vitamin A, and you've got a true endurance food. I told Alan to have half a baked sweet potato with dinner, roasted with olive oil and sea salt. 2 weeks later, he reported no more afternoon crashes, more projects finished around the house, and a wife who was pleasantly surprised by his new energy. Sweet potatoes don't just feed your body, they steady it, so you can keep going from morning to night. The vegetable protocol. This is where it all comes together. What I call the vegetable protocol. It's not a diet. It's not about counting calories or giving up your favorite foods. It's about adding 3 powerful vegetables at the right times of day, in a rhythm that works with your body after 60. Morning, half a cup of cooked beets or a small glass of beet juice to open your circulation and switch on your body's electrical grid. Midday, 1 cup of cooked spinach to feed your hormonal base and keep your inner fire burning. Evening, half a baked sweet potato to give you slow, steady fuel through the night. When you follow this rhythm, each food supports the others. Your morning circulation boost helps deliver nutrients more effectively. Your midday hormone support keeps you sharp and motivated. And your evening endurance fuel ensures you wake up ready to go. Men who try it often feel a difference in as little as a week. More spark in their eyes, a lighter step, a clearer mind. And the longer you stick with it, the more momentum you build. Final thoughts. In my 30 years of working with men over 60, I've heard the same thing countless times. I don't feel like myself anymore. And my answer is always the same. You're not broken and you're not done. You still have so much living left to do. Beets for circulation, spinach for hormones, sweet potatoes for endurance. Together, in the vegetable protocol, they can help you reclaim your power naturally. Start today. Beet juice in the morning, spinach at lunch, sweet potato at dinner. Each plate is a step toward the man you still are. And if no one's told you this lately, you can still change at any age. If this video spoke to you, like it, share it with a man who needs to hear it, and tell me in the comments where you are in your journey. And if you believe men over 60 deserve this kind of honest, empowering content, consider supporting Elderly Active Life so we can keep bringing it to you every single day. Your support means more than you know.